some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Reynolds. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Running back searching for a hole. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
I need Miami to lose.
Better find the
But that's a fucking helmet though, son.
He's backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Somehow fits it into that traffic. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Finds the tight end. Finds a crease on the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
BYU has this offense clicking. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Power football with the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force it.
Sneaks it in.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Fox. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure coming. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. For a man. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Cougars are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
To the ground with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looking for the 4th down conversion. BYU comes to the line. This is a design run. Ball is loose. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Running into the open space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Fox. Forced out of the pocket. Got room to work. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And these guys aren't human either.
Yeah, that was not the bad thing. Shit. The Lord knows I know that it's not the bad
And then
thing.
guess what else? They pull the ball
What the fuck
down,
was
take
that?
off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I didn't
And
want
that's
to
a
come out the
frustrating
end
play
zone.
right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
Open field on the right. Touchdown, Cougar! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile
honestly
environment.
didn't think I would get it off,
They
but
haven't given them anything to cheer about.
Lions held up.
Defense,
So
now up 20 to
take it.
nothing, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field.
Miami's currently winning 21-7 versus Georgia.
Is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on
Georgia
that last
to win,
possession. Again, the offense is going to have
so
to
that
score.
Miami can pack his season in.
Score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have
Right
to
now,
try to
Georgia's
fit in
down
as many plays as you
21-7.
can
I got
for the
that
rest
shit
of
up on
this
my
game,
phone.
But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something
And you will
going.
never believe either. It looks like Georgia's not doing that faggot shit. Oh,
I gotta limit the damage
who would have thought?
Because that's a QB that's
He's not doing
dynamic
that gay
and he
ass
makes
shit.
so many big plays.
Oh,
I gotta
fucking
string him
way.
out. I gotta make him get to the sideline. But I will say this: I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes,
up
smash
28-7.
routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the
Some
defense.
niggas can't play football. I don't say can't play football. I'll say it this way. All of a sudden, niggas ain't doing that gay ass shit. Wonder why. Fucking faggot. You're lame as hell.
They've got to come up with a big
Play
play
everybody
on this
else
3rd and
normal.
long.
Just wanna play like a faggot now.
Williams looking for a man.
Whatever, bro.
Oh, he's going to try to
He
get it
got
all
bumped
here.
all over the place. Good
Picked
Lord.
off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a
Oh, he's coming out in the faggot shit. Oh, there it is. Let's see what he does with it.
Looking
Oh,
to throw
gain
for
of
first
nothing.
down.
Fucking bitch.
That's caught. It's Jordan. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense.
That's on me. I'm gonna go watching they fucking game. Shit.
I know this isn't the
Fucking
start of
loser
the
ass
offense, nor that
over
they
there.
don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play
Oh,
to
gain of
turn
fucking
things
4.
around. And after that
Oh, you
beautiful
went away from
completion
it
deep
now.
for the offense, that should
Shit,
give them a
8
little
dollars.
confidence, a little momentum.
shit.
They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck
As
it,
much
catch
as
it,
I
and
want,
give
much
me
as I
some
need,
positive
fuck
yards.
one. Much as I need Miami to lose. Fuck that nigga, bro. For sure. Okay.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
It's Matthews.
Just the two
They'll
of us.
finally put the brakes on
Just
that
the
three.
two of
Big
us.
throw, catch and run on that one.
Something in the
How
sky.
valuable is
Just
the
the
tight
two
end
of
in the
us.
red area? Now they're
Just
set up
the
with a first and
two of
goal.
us.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
I dropped my
And here's
phone.
the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Boy, oh boy, this defense is making the sledding rough down here deep in the red zone. That play is going backwards.
They really are playing with a sense of urgency, aren't they, Reese? With their backs against the wall, you're seeing tremendous tenacity out of this defensive unit.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Southern is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Eagles all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 17 over Virginia Tech. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Williams will pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. BYU right back to the line. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Dances away. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Snap to the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Looking for a man. It's Fox. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. That one, fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Wants to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Trojan. A great catch and run for 6. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Coming out with it, it's Reynolds. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's throwing picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, BYU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the inside. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Fox. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed to